Hello, Guyana. Today, as Guyana joins the rest of the world in observing National Human Trafficking Awareness Day, under the theme, Put the Right Back into Rights, I wish to make a plea to every citizen to let us make a commitment to join the fight to end the scourge of human trafficking. Human trafficking strips all victims of their rights: the right to make their own decisions, the right not to be violated in any form, the right to trade their labor freely, the right to wages when they work, and the right to communicate freely with whom they choose among a long list of others. A crime is committed when these rights are forcibly snatched away or are extended illegally beyond their limits. Trafficking is also a debasement of our common humanity, and it ought to concern every nation, every community, because it strips down our social fabric. There are many in our small society who knowingly prey on the poverty and vulnerability of children, young adults, and illegal migrants in our midst. These human trafficking perpetrators commit merciless and criminal acts on persons from dysfunctional families and others extremely anxious to improve their lives and therefore make life-changing decisions on the basis of false promises made to them. Victims of this sort of crime are stripped of their right, but I can assure you that we will work to put the right back into the rights guaranteed to all our citizens. As a modern civilized nation, we must reject such inhuman injustice and cruelty. Our government is dedicated to eradicating the scourge of human trafficking from our society and will pursue all perpetrators wherever they operate. The Combating Trafficking of Persons Act of 2005 prohibits all forms of trafficking and prescribes sufficiently stringent penalties for those who have been found guilty before the courts. Sadly, regardless of the many progress that we have made, the bitter truth is that the available statistics on human trafficking in Guyana have shown an increase in the number of reported cases and alleged victims between 2015 and 2016. Reported cases have climbed from 30 to 41, a 36.7% increase, while the number of victims soared from 65 to 103 from 2015 to the first 10 months of last year, a spike of 58.5%. Guyana and affected Guyanese families can ill afford to have its precious human resources and loved ones languishing as powerless victims of such an evil practice. This government will work assiduously to ensure perpetrators are found, arrested, charged, tried in the court of law, and jailed. All Guyanese must be aware of the signs of human trafficking. Some of these signs include limited social interaction, lack of access to education, lack of access to their parents or guardians, being prevented from communicating with people, especially if he is around. As we become increasingly aware of the illegal practice, let us not forget that we all have the right to report even our slightest suspicion of this crime in our communities. I urge you to call the Guyana Police Force, alert the counter-trafficking unit within the Ministry of Social Protection, notify the Child Care and Protection Agency, also within the Ministry of Social Protection. Let the Ministries of Public Security, Legal Affairs, Foreign Affairs, know about your concern. And please don't forget to contact the Help and Shelter, the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission, GGMC, and the Ministry of Natural Resources, and let them know that something likely amiss is taking place. Like you, as Minister of Social Protection, I too am horrified that a new form of slavery has been devised to rob people of their fundamental freedoms. Like you, I too am outraged that many perpetrators have not yet been arrested, charged, tried, and jailed. Like you, I too want a Guyanese society totally free from the scourge of human trafficking. Like you, I too want all the victims fully reintegrated into our society after receiving all the necessary up-to-date treatment. With me, please add your voice to the chorus of condemnation against all who, whether by commission or omission, contribute to the continued existence of human trafficking in Guyana. I thank you.